DoorDash driver mama. You want to know how to make DoorDash a full-time job? I'm going to take you on a ride along with me, day one. It is now 6:40 a.m. The kids are packing up to get into the car as we begin our journey. I am a full-time DoorDasher, and this is what I do on a day-to-day basis in order to make a full-time income. So it is now 7 o'clock. We are in traffic on our way to school. Our children go to school about 45 minutes to an hour away from our home. We have dropped off the first son and the second. They go to the same school, just high school and middle. And then lastly, they have to be in school, the middle son, by 8, big boy 8:30. And then my daughter has to be in school by 8. And we made it. Everybody's on time. Let's begin. So it is now 10:32 a.m. We arrived to our spot where we like to sit for breakfast about 8:15, and we did 2 Uber Eats because to be a full-time DoorDash driver in my market, you have to multi-app. You don't have to, but it makes things easier and quicker and more profitable, in my opinion, for my market. So we did 2 Uber Eats that came to $13.74. 2 DoorDash that came to $11. So for 2 hours of work, 2 hours and 15 minutes, we only made $24.74. This is the slowest time in my market. Always has been, most likely always will be, but people are ordering less breakfast than they used to, just like the overall volume of orders is down. We currently sit at 72% acceptance rate and 98% completion. So the large orders that usually drop between 10:37 up to 11 o'clock for the companies that order for their employees, we may not get one of those large orders depending on who's out and what their ratings are and how close I am to the store that they order from. I like to sit in the middle of the block. This block has salad places, Chinese, bakery, and sometimes I get the salad orders and sometimes I don't. We are going to log in and start our new dash and see what 10:55 a.m. we received our first order and we took it $12.50 for 5 miles, and we checked the salad spot. Somebody already got the big bag, so I didn't get the big bag. Thought I wouldn't, and they were not preparing another big bag. So I normally would not take this far, but it is a slow Monday. Let's go. 10:59, we have the order in the car, and the customer is getting a large black iced tea, a Walker Brothers kombucha, a Katie chicken sandwich, and Caitlin's farro salad. I didn't even know what farro was until it came to Panera. It's like a grain, but my daughter's gluten-free. So when they changed up their menu a couple of months ago, and the salad that she used to eat, they added farro, and she can't eat farro. So that's how I know what farro is. And some people may be saying, well, why wouldn't you have taken a $12 5-mile order? Usually, the large orders for companies almost always will total more than that. Also, the large orders for the companies for lunch, they are usually ordering close to the hotspot. So I would be able to get a large order, deliver it, and be back before 11:15. And now I am going away. This is about a 10-minute drive away. It'll take me 10, 11 minutes to get back. And if you're lucky, and on the good days when they put the orders in ahead of time, you could possibly get 2 large orders if you're delivering close like that. So that's why I would have declined it on another day, but not so today. That last order remained $12.50. The customer tipped $8. The rest was the base pay from DoorDash. It is now 11:29. We've been back on the avenue about 5 minutes. We got back about 11:24. And we declined one. $7.75 for 2.2 miles. It was picking up at a pet store and going to an apartment. And I didn't want to do that because I believed that I would be able to do better with a food order going in an area where more people order lunch. The next one we did accept, $6.25 for 2.2 miles. It is picking up some sushi, going to an area where there are homes, and I hear the ding, and I am going to get an add-on. Let's see if I take it. I did not take it. It was $12.50 for an additional 5.2 miles. That's 5.2 miles from the 2.2 miles going into DC. And no, the MapQuest said it would take about 25 minutes to get there from where I sit, but we're getting another add-on. Let's see if I take this one. So we did take the second add-on. It's $4.50 for an additional 1.2 miles. Both should be ready. Let's go pick them up. So we have both orders, and one person is getting spicy lamb meatball pita. Ooh, with things like salted brine pickles, garlic dressing, fiery broccoli, pickled onion, tomato and cucumber, cabbage slaw, tzatziki, hummus, and the lamb meatballs. And then for the sushi, they are getting sushi rice, marinated salmon, ginger dressing, sriracha, cilantro, cucumbers, edamame, jalapeno, mango, pickled ginger, scallions, and seaweed salad. Seaweed salad. Sounds yum. Let's go deliver. So, I'm not sure what time it is now. A little after 12 o'clock. And we have our next order. $6.75 for 1.5 miles. We are getting 2 salads, a garden cob, and a create your own. That will be with spinach, chickpeas, goat cheese, red wine vinaigrette, balsamic vinaigrette, miso, sesame, ginger, and tofu. Let's go deliver. Well, the police are giving out tickets today. I'm glad it's not me. But it's 12:40. We have our next order, $5.75 going 0.7 miles on DoorDash. Then they sent us an add-on for $12.50 going additional 5 miles and change. Oh, not $12.50, $9.50 going into, again, almost into DC. We declined that one. But then Uber sent us a batch, 2 orders for $12.13 going a total of 5 miles. But this is a 5 mile going into residential homes, not into an apartment, into the deep city. And they estimate it'll take 26 minutes. So we're going to get the DoorDash, pick it up first, then go get the salads for Uber Eats and drop them all off. So some time has passed. It is now 2:02 p.m. We dropped off that last order. We did not pause our dash. So then on the way back, they sent us a $5.75 for 5.2 miles. Picking up at a customer's home and dropping it off at FedEx. Of course, we had to decline that one. We sat back on the avenue and the scooter people are back. A couple of weeks ago, I would say about 2 weeks ago, all of the illegal scooters that didn't have official license plates, they were all towed, confiscated. So we lost about 5 or 6, a half a dozen or so scooter people, maybe more than that. I'm just talking about the people that really sat on the block where I sit, but they're back today. I saw 4 of them, which are all gone now, and that's why I have my next order after they got the local orders, and they're not here to get them. Anyway, $6.75 plus for 1.3 miles. We have taken it, and let's go deliver 3 sodas, 2 salads. Yum. So on our way to get the salads, we received Uber Eats, $4.08, going 0.7 miles. Picking up now. Times are slow. We'll take that $4 order. So it is now 2:45 p.m. and we have what most likely will be our last orders until the limited dinner shift that we'll be able to work. We have $6.25, 1.8 miles on DoorDash. It's a craft your own salad with romaine lettuce, dressing mixed in, grilled chicken, chickpeas, Parmesan crisps, fresh radish, English cucumber, grape tomatoes, carrots, feta, artisanal bread, and the dressing will be olive oil and balsamic vinaigrette. So that is $6.25 for 1.8 miles, and we took a smoothie order from a different store for, I think it was like $4 also, going 0.6 miles. Let's go pick them up, and then it's time to get the kitty kids, or at least a couple. So we have the salad in the car, and I was wrong. It is $5.45 for the smoothie, going to 0.6 miles, and I already know it's ready. Let's go. So we have dropped off all orders, and we are waiting in the pickup line for our daughter. So at this point, we are at $62.75 on DoorDash. That lunch period, we made 51 and change, and we're at $35.40 on Uber Eats for a total of $98.15. We're only going to have maybe 2 hours to work dinner tonight. And for a Monday, I guess that's okay. I usually only make between 80 to 100. And on good days, 120. So 411, we're picking up the sun. Hey, baby. How are you?
I'm doing good.
That's good. So time is now 6:30. So we arrived back down on the avenue about 6:14. We had to Uber the son home, the older son, because there was a little miscommunication. And even though I was on my way back down to pick up my older son, my daughter had left her bag in the back, so I had to go back home, and he would have been waiting like a half an hour. So we Ubered him home. She's in her Uber to softball practice, and we have about 2 hours till we have to stop and go pick her up. We had to decline 2 orders, and we're getting an add-on from Uber Eats that looks like it might be promising. Let's check it out. And it was worth it. $9.67 for an additional 2.2 miles. We're going to pick up some sushi. It showed $10 even for 2.2, and that was or is going to go up for sure. Anytime it's $10 even, it's going to go up. Whether it's a few cents or a few dollars, we don't know yet. And I think the other one was $9.67 for an additional 2.4, but we had to decline 3. Well, we had to decline 2 DoorDash, and then we accepted 1, waited the 10 minutes, and unassigned. One order was $11 to go 5.6 miles deep into the city to an apartment for 1 grilled cheese sandwich. You better go in that kitchen and get you some bread and some cheese. I'm not bringing no 1 grilled cheese at 6:15 for no $11. Anyways, let's go see if the sushi's ready. Well, the sushi place is backed up. It is now 6:46. We just got back in the car. Now we're off to get some Thai food. For the sushi place, they ordered 11 items, so that should go up quite a bit because we just received our Uber receipt for taking the daughter to softball. Started off at $30, $32. Oh, but there was a surge. So, final receipt, $49.98. Gotta love it. So, the time is now 7:05. The first Uber Eats customer did call me on the way to the second drop-off to let me know that 2 of the rolls were missing. I told her I apologize for the inconvenience. I did not have a 3rd bag in my car, and that if she reached out to Uber support, they would be willing to give her a refund or reorder those 2 rolls. And now we are going to cross our fingers and hope she doesn't take back some of the tab. So it is now 8:01, and it's starting to rain. That last order went up to $12.25. Thank you, Mr. Customer. And we have our next $6.75 plus. We're going to pick up some sweet treats and take it 1.4 miles. This may be the last one. We'll see. So that $6.75 went up to $8.75. Thank you, Mr. Customer. And we have our last order for the night. $9.50, 3.6 miles. We're picking up some Greek food. Getting a hero or a gyro sandwich, some hummus, and some wings. Let's hope it's ready. And while we were waiting on our DoorDash for $9.50 and 3.6 miles, we received an Uber for $10 even, 0.7 miles. We have both in the car. It was a little bit of a wait for the DoorDash, so that $10 will go up. Probably not by much. They ordered 3 things, but we're grateful. We're going to drop these 2 off, and then we're going to get the last kitty kid. 10:07. The daughter is going in the house. We're going to get gas and come back with our total. Okay, it is 10:12. We had to go to the gas station to get some gas for tomorrow because in the mornings there is no time. So we ended with $93.25 on DoorDash and $83.63 on Uber Eats. That last $10 DoorDash went up to $12.63. The $9.25 remained the same. And we have to get up and do it all again tomorrow morning. So this is day 1 on how to make a full-time income with DoorDash. And I'll see you tomorrow. I wish you large tips, no waits, and short distances. And drive on, mama.